c'est comme ça qu'il faut travailler ensemble. Maintenant, je vais en anglais et en français. Donc, si on peut... non, mais est-ce que c'est possible? Oui, ou ce soir, je ne sais pas, en français et en anglais.
Alors on est compromis avec parmi les étrangers, on a mis une égyptienne, on a mis une si elle a des observations. Je vais l'appeler. Oui. Oui.
Francis.
We will start. The break is over. The strategic plan for the African Federation and the regional Madame Saïda is going to present this. The break is over. So we resume our work. Please your attention. So I give the floor to Mrs. Saïda. Phone. Marit. So Madagascar. This is something I found in my mail.
Casque nous vous avons donné les casques de traduction, mais il y a quelqu'un qui a pris avec lui. Où est-ce que vous l'avez laissé? Sous la table, sur votre chaise.
There's one headset missing. Please, can you look under the table because the technician is desperately looking. There you are. We found it. Great. And those who get them from the technician.
Oui. Non, je vais parler comme ça, c'est plus pratique. Comme ça, je ne cache pas l'écran. Oui. Alors, s'il vous plaît.
Okay, so I'm going to start. So before I start, I would like to. I feel grateful for all the good words I heard from you, and I would like to help to me. And please clap your hands for Zora. Every time I felt that I have to continue. And 3 days ago, she told me that if I continue complaining, and because she's an English teacher, and she was the Director General of a women's dorm, she never forgot this role of hers. Thank you very much. Many thanks, Zara. The strategic report on behalf of Shinwe Ezenwamba, who is the president of the task force and who's from Nigeria, who has not been able to join us for this.
Alors, Shinwe commence son intervention en disant
Shinwe starts by saying, yes, we can't do it, then we would have lost already. We hope that this is going to be motivation to move for a collective manner. Yes, we can. If we work together in a team spirit, then we can achieve our goals. On the way to the promised land, Moise has asked himself years and years, because women ask for direction in a record time, and we will be there on time. These are the highlights of Kenya 2012. You understand, she's significant moments where the task force was set up, the composition of the members of the new federation, and an internship session or period. This is about the task reported us. It was set up in the beginning of 2013, and since it was founded, they coach us and they support us. Here you can see you can see women on the path of history. These are the women who are going to make history. With the chairwoman Tajid Belzi, she's the vice chairwoman. Seda Fitori, able to be with us here today, who is the Vice President of the Southern Region, Christian Wolfandekra, and Viviane Marai, who is Secretary, Nika Chrisazoloka, who is a Program Director, Membership and Extension in the Task Force, and Betty Spirey, Katya, who is the financial officer, and Rosa Ward, who is the treasurer of the task force. Now the recommendations of the task force, $. So this is the strategic plan, which I forgot to mention that this is the plan 5 years from 2012 to 2017. And that will be the year where we have the federation. The strategic plan has taken into account all the aspects of the federation, including the financial aspects, the constitution or the composition. The federation shall pay $10 every year during the internship period. The task force is requiring them that every member pays $10 a year to have the proper fund of the federation. Then 25% of the contribute to the task force. We have had the idea to ask the mother federation, SIGMI, to give us part of the annual contribution. This part will allow the federation to stand on its own feet and to start its work. Can you use the microphone, please? Yes, we have. In 2014, the two federations will give 25%. This work has been done in collaboration with the work team with the working team. This part, 5% in 2016 and 100% in 2017. The date on which we hope the federation will be created, the SAN SIGBE, should provide financial services to the new federation. This is something that they are already doing. They should help so that the federation would be committed to a program of work. I'm using the word show to the meeting in Abidjan, and it's that the working group was created or set up. Can you confirm this? Yes, SIGBE shall help in appointing an administrative clerk in order to be able to handle the mission. So all this was drafted in the future, but actually all this has been put in place. So we started on the basis of 2,100 that Mariette. So this is just an and I'll tell you why later in my original report. Okay, I'll tell you right now, because essentially we are not able to this lack of communication. So far we have been asking people to send us in numbers, but many clubs have not sent the composition of their clubs yet, or the membership of their clubs yet. So the first year we started on the basis of $21,000. Year number 2 is going to go up, of course, to which was 6 in 2017. To travel so far since 20 tried to identify the actions to strengthen the federation and constitution. The final version of the draft constitution is being disseminated via the vice presidents of the regions to a consultant, Optimist Karwan. This Optimist consultant has helped us greatly in this respect. Finance and financial management, the working group has been, okay, I'm going to use task force and the working group for SIGBE, and the financial policy has been prepared and ready to be adopted. Just to give you an idea about this budget, which we have based this budget with the $10, $21,000, and we will have at the end 5. You look at the difference between the income and the expenditure, then you will find at the end so you can have a positive balance of at the end of 2017.
Non. Voilà. Donc, diapo suivante.
Okay. Next slide. Strategic plan. This is a revised plan. It's a 5-year activity plan to create a new federation.
ارجع للبيرو تلقاه في البيرو non plan
appoint the task force, and this is what was done in Nairobi in March 2012. Yes, for the draft constitution, and amended it and put it in place. This is for 2012. So this is a summary of the activities of the task force, actually, and of the future actions to be undertaken by the task work after March 2014 in Pretoria. In 2013, we created a teachers with a need be disseminate the draft constitution for feedback. The 5-year plan for founding the federation set up was created already, and I hope that you already visited the website. Communication is so important. We already talked about this morning. Everything is disseminated and disseminated again and again, but the role of the 4 regions, I will talk about this in my regional report. Prepare a number of having a bank account, and all this has already been done. It was where to house the bank account, sensitize on the criteria of some 5-year budget, create a management account, collecting secretariat on the basis of volunteers or volunteering, and enable this is going to be our slogan. Continue this work, and we'll create and define it on adopting the constitution in the meeting of Pretoria, and we task force will continue to appoint the different officers and for feedback, and these will be the final touches before this is still the number of participants and members in the meeting, update the website, try to enhance the website based on your feedback, which we haven't received yet. Push-in media is very important, as you know. Update members on the database, and lack of communication, and I hope that we will be able to find a solution to this problem of lack of communication. 2017, you will appointing new officers and organize the event for the founding the new federation, monitor the 5-year plan, update the website on regular basis, communicate with members on regular basis, and publicize the
campagne d'adhésion. Donc il faut mettre en
membership campaign, decide on the criteria for membership in the new federation, and this is a problem that Asha talked about. Increase the visibility and the collection of basic data. Try to have a proper identity for Africa and the collection of data with the members, and I introduced to you the website. This is the website. It's next our next meeting in Pretoria, and I hope to see you there. Can you use the microphone, please? Now the selection criteria for the secretaries, the NGO should be adopted by the government, the ease of registration of the NGOs, the transfer of money at the international level. This is important. money be facilitated by the local system. The freedom of movement of people should be bilingual, also English and French. The possibility to use Skype of video conference. All the modern communication technologies exist, and we can, all of us, use. So the cost advantage, the analysis of cost, actually it's very important that we consider the emergence of the new doing will hopefully lead to this. So the benefits, it's to establish stronger link, and this is going to lead us to new horizons, the opening of optimism in Africa with more sensitization efforts, and this is going to lead to the emergence of a new creativity and independence. The new federation will become stronger and be able to take decisions by itself. Be proud, because it's as if a new baby was born, and we'll look for new virgin lands which will lead to raising the awareness of people to soar optimism. Our achievements, the Constitution, the specification of roles for the new work, the manual guide, the guide, the financial guide, which is underway. It is being federation, the logo and the website of the new federation, the website of the conference members, and the strengthening of the regions. The conclusion, I would like to quote from Frank. He said, the only thing that we can fear is fear itself. If we fear from the future, then God will be with us. Let's join our efforts so that we can be successful.
We start now the report. We're giving us the first report.
Okay.
Thank you. Dear sisters, we move it that will help us answer the questions of morning. That's why I asked you during the previous session to keep your comments and interventions for the afternoon. So it will be very quick, and considering the Africa, and we see here the map of Africa, we have observed 12 countries, which are Benin, Burkina, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Conakry, Mali, Nigeria. We have classified them in alphabetical order. Objective of the report is to show the level of interventions today, communication, and you will actually see the real issues. The claim that I cannot claim to give any number. However, by country, the number of clubs, if there are other can provide additional information, it would be good. So here we have listed the names of the clubs. In Benin, you have Cotonou Gazelle Club, Cotonou Sika, and Suzanne can correct if we have Cotonou Douaya.
Yeah, Passou.
Therefore, Amazon. In Burkina Faso, there are 2 clubs, two known clubs in Cameroon. We did not get the exact names of clubs. Therefore, well, I think that 2 or 3 clubs exist, but we don't. Douala and Yaoundé clubs. In Côte d'Ivoire, we have 2, Abidjan and Abidjan Flamboyant, which are represented here. For Gambia, we don't have information, and Kumasi clubs. For Guinea, Soleil Conakry and Gazelle Conakry. Like Cotonou Gazelle, we have also Conakry Gazelle Bamako, Espoir Bamako, and for Ghana, what is the third club's name? There are more clubs than the ones listed here, because we did not, some of them. We have Ikeja, Sololere, Apapa, Onitsha, and Onitsha, Nigeria. In Senegal, we know Ziguinchor and Dakar, formerly Dakar Douaya Club. So this is simply a sort of listing, and I see Mariette shaking her head because they don't exist anymore. So of communication. And it is really important to be able to of the challenges that we are facing. Yes, no reports and no money. For Sierra Leone, I think we needed to create a club, or clubs. I would like now to of activities for the Western and Central region. We have seen this morning that the initial idea in Athens for the creation of an African Federation. So from the beginning, it was a real mother federations. How can we imagine to create another federation? And we need to move forward with this project. So I have also to say that there is a year, the most recent meetings, not to bother you with the long history of meetings. Progressing were Cotonou 2010, Lomé 2011, Lagos 2012, last year's meeting February 2013, where the big change was launched. If you remember what Saida has said earlier, the task force was established then. And now we are starting a second stage. We had other meetings, as I said, and at the future and the perspectives. And what is important is the concept of continuation. So from a strategic point of view, we will have a future meeting in Accra. It's yes, from the 5th to the 9th of February 2014, and you can take note of in March 2014, and it will deal with more challenges. So yes, from March 18 to 22, and your meetings, because it is only together that we will be able to progress. The two difficulties, first communication and second money, and they obviously go together. Help us to organize ourselves. So to conclude, what I want to say is an overview of the situation in Africa. And also to draw your attention, and as Asha has said this morning, figures are not the most important. If we don't know how many we are, we want to know anything, the need for communication, and this is very important. I remember that this morning the need to have a federation, and it is possible, she has said, that we must, however, start with some twinning together in a meeting like this one. We are happy, but it must help us to move. And if you agree, I would like to. I have even a copy of Mariette's letter where she talks about the necessity of meeting here. She said that if we don't see you, and if we would be able to do so. Thank you all, and thank you, Mariette. Thank you, Christine. Now it's the Northern Region report. Mrs. Tadales, who's going to read the report? She's going to talk about the East region, Kenya, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and Madagascar.
Madame la Présidente, parce que toutes les questions ont été soulevées par mes collègues ici présentes. Chères sœurs, je suis très honorée de vous présenter ce rapport SUSTAR sur les rapports d'activité de la région Est de l'Afrique. Comme cela a été mentionné sur la base du document qui a été donc l'idée d'une fédération africaine est née en Athènes. Ceux qui sont en charge de l'extension de l'Afrique en 1997 en présence de la Sortie-Rwanda, du Sénégal et du Togo et du Bénin. Donc l'idée a fait son chemin. La question a été soulevée durant 16 parce que là je suis supposé parler de la région Est de l'Afrique. En 2006, donc la réunion sur la Fédération africaine a été tenue. On a assisté à cette réunion de la Kenya, Togo, Bénin, Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Rwanda, Nigeria et les sœurs de la 19e réunion a eu lieu à Rwanda. En 2009, au mois de mai, à Addis Abeba, on avait créé une synergie et donc l'étape à venir pour la mise en place d'une fédération. En 2012, et à Nairobi, un comité de la Task Force de l'innovation africaine. Ce comité a commencé à travailler et a identifié les priorités pour l'écrite par l'allocution de Madame Saïda. Et par contre, la nouvelle fédération doit se développer pour pouvoir réaliser notre course. S'est penché sur le travail, un travail de révision des documents proposés, tout en informant donc les sœurs à travers la région du Task Force. Et à cet égard, dans la région Est, 5 pays donc ont été approchés par la Task Force, le Kenya, Rwanda, avec 25 et 21 sœurs. Le Kenya et Rwanda ont des... Donc, chacun de pays avait un club, chacun. Donc, ils ont contacté les clubs dans la région, pu assurer la communication. Et donc, les pays, l'Éthiopie a un club, donc un deuxième club. Au Kenya, il y aura 12 clubs. Corrigez-moi. L'Evdort Club, Milimani Club, Kari Club, le club de Massino, le club de Mnias, le club de Nairobi, le club de Mombasa et le Miro Club. Le club de Togigali, le club de Horangelikli, le club de Ghana Club, la Tanzanie. Et donc, la task force, en ce qui concerne la communication, nous avons mentionné le problème en matière de communication est crucial pour que la task force puisse communiquer avec les sœurs. Cependant, et dû donc au problème de réseautage, transférer l'information concernant des questions cruciales a été un peu perturbé dû donc au problème de... Et comme on l'a déjà mentionné, le défi à relever est la communication. Nous devons force. Nous n'avons pas eu beaucoup de réponses, qui n'ont même pas répondu. Nous avons le nom des clubs à part, un seul club. Nous n'avons pas les informations détaillées par rapport à ce club. Et nous avons pu mettre en place un plan d'activité d'avoir donc des informations pour pouvoir relever le défi ont été soulevées par la task force. Et Maria soulevé, si nous n'avons pas d'informations, si on ne peut pas acheminer les informations d'un club à l'autre, donc comment peut-on renforcer? Et donc, ce forum sera une inspiration pour la task force pour qu'elle puisse. Attention.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Alors, pour la région de l'Est, c'est...
Now for the eastern region, Uganda, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Madagascar.
Merci, je passe la parole.
Thank you. So I'm in charge of North Africa, as announced by Françoise. The region of North Africa, Agadir and Casablanca, one club in Cairo and two clubs in Tunisia, Tunis Ariana and Tunis Founding Club. So I'd rather problems. We are here in order to try to find solutions to these problems. The first problem is essentially a problem of communication, and this important to work on the extension of membership. So we are echoing each other because we regions not only in Africa but in the world. We are wondering about the reasons why many members is working sell and find active and interested members. For the majority, they are not interested at all. Therefore, to maintain our members, it would be appropriate to have a survey where we well, this is going to address the future members because the problem is not to recruit, keep them as members. So we need to ask this question, and we need to ask them this question from the beginning in order to prevent this phenomena of club and I believe you would adopt it. We need to help actively involve them in the different meetings. We must encourage their participation in meetings, which our knowledge about solar optimism. So by bathing optimism, we become real solar optimists. We're solar optimists and we're solar optimism fans, so we need meetings. My next proposal is to change the friendship relation profiles. It is limited to some anniversary invitations, or we must make these related projects with cultural common projects, and we must be able to work in a single world in general. It is important, as the purpose is not to have biggest number of members, be efficient and interested, and we need therefore to create a sort of competitiveness, or to learn how to work by joining our efforts, joining the efforts of the members of one club. And the major problem, and we won't talk enough, we have said that the number of members was an approximate number. This reflects our inability to communicate, and I can mention the example of a club. I have informed, and they answered me in December by saying that they did not know about this meeting. So I think that it is, unfortunately, we are not taking advantage of these new technologies, and they have said that they would be willing to receive. I have sent the North African report, but North African clubs. So I hope this time that I will hear from you. I hope that I have written this message after the meeting of Berlin. So I said, after this African club missed the North African delegates, as only Tunisia was represented in Berlin. And these are, according to me, will help us find sustainable as well as efficient solutions for the future. Thank you, Mrs. Saida. Break. So 10 minutes for a cup of tea.
Là, c'était bien de dire. Non. Ah, pour le passeport. Il est en français. Il est en français, mais non, on a reçu un. Non, mais sur Internet, vous le trouvez en français. De l'avoir sur la clé.